Hello, welcome to the Nerd Spectrum Podcast. Today we're decided instead of doing horror, we will be doing...
Valentine's Day.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it occurred to us, why do a lot of horror on the week of love or whatever, when we should talk about iconic...
Love.
I was going to say iconic characters or iconic
And
couples.
their love, that's
but
the
yeah,
same
sure.
thing.
So we'll be, what? I don't know how many couples you wrote.
I don't know. I just wrote down like a bunch, and also some really bad couples.
Why would you write bad couples?
So we can talk about how love isn't always that great.
Okay, sure. I guess
For the singles out there.
That's a bit darker out there, but sure. But yeah, so I don't think we'll do this as like a super, super long episode. I think holiday episodes like this, I don't know if we can do like a Luck of the Irish episode. Remember the Disney Channel movie?
Oh, that was a good movie.
It was a good movie. Taught you about like heritage and shit.
Mad respect.
Also, I'm taking off the cuss like whatever, like counter or whatnot, because there's no way if we get heated again that I'm going to go back and just like beep out every single one.
How are we going to get heated about couples?
I feel like we have some different opinions on best couples. There was time that I thought Gwen Stacy was ultimate for Peter.
I think that now.
And I think that's wrong. So.
I think you're wrong.
There you go.
Well, great, because that was the first on my list.
No, hold on.
No,
You're gonna
okay,
start...
I didn't write... No, listen, I didn't write Spider-Man and Gwen Stacy. I put Spider-Man and MJ because I can acknowledge that to the rest of the world, they are ultimate couple.
Uh-huh.
And iconic. But that's not my personal opinion.
Okay. But, like, what?
What do you mean, what? Like...
Gwen and Peter? That should be on Toxic.
What?
What do you mean, what?
Oh my god, are you gonna say the stupid thing about, like, her clone having, like, babies and all that crap? Because, like...
No, she cheated on him with Osborn. What are you talking about?
Like, get over it. It was a clone.
She cheated on him with Osborn. That was her.
It was a clone. There was a clone.
Jackal wasn't a thing yet, to my knowledge. Or he was a thing. The clone conspiracy had already happened, but I'm pretty sure that was just her. And then he killed her because she was trying to run away with the babies.
No, you're wrong.
But yeah.
It was a clone.
Okay, whatever. Let's start. Peter MJ. Or
Peter
Spider-Man MJ. However you want to put it.
I mean, both.
Is it, though? Is it? Spider-Man ruined the relationship. He came out. Civil War. Then what happened?
Ruined everyone's life.
Aunt May got shot. And he had to sell his love to the devil.
Yes. Which, what a weird deal for the devil to want, like...
What do you mean?
I don't know.
What
like,
takes...
Why don't you want a soul or, like, your firstborn child or something?
He got the firstborn child. That was part of the thing. And, like, when he was having visions, it was, like, he was seeing, like, potential, like, crossroads of his life where it was, like, he could have been, like, an accountant. He could have been, whatever. And then he saw little Penny Parker. And she was like, yeah, I'm the kid you're never going to have.
Yikes.
Right? So, like...
like, that's different. The taking away of the potential of a child is different than actually taking the firstborn child.
Yeah, because you're taking something that you'll always want but never have. So it's like, that's why Mephisto wanted it. Because that, like, he said that MJ's and Peter's love was, like, a very, very significant, particular love for that universe. And, like, the heart, he said the heart will call out always for its other, but never get it. And that's what made it such, like, a sweet thing to take away from them.
And they're still not together to this day.
No, and then I'm actually going to look it up, because I don't remember when, One Last Day? I don't remember when One Last Day was written, but it's been a bit. 4-part 2007. So for 12 years,
wow,
they've not been together.
I mean, he's had some good flings.
Has he?
I mean...
He had Silk, and that was more like an instinctual, weird spider thing.
Yeah, but, like, I was with it. I was okay with that. I liked it.
Who else? He had Carly?
Mm-hmm.
The NYPD officer.
And then she turned into a hobgoblin.
Yeah, she turned into Goblin Princess, Goblin Queen.
Yeah, that was a little weird. Sucks for her.
Who else? Or, actually, right now... He's trying to get back with MJ under the new writers. They just had a one-night stand, and they were talking it out. But then he had to go do Spider-Man stuff. So, like, hope, because, like, there's been talks or, like, in issues, there have been, like, a, like, kind of, like, hey, maybe, and then nothing.
I mean, like, they've redone the universe so many times and just, like, wiped it clean.
Yeah, but that's not
like,
redoing...
Why not? Let's make it... Let's put them back together.
Is it redoing the universe, though? Like, because I think every time they touch on, like, a potential Peter and MJ thing, they're like, but we remember that deal, like, at the end of the comic in the back where you get the fan mail.
They really, like, blue ball ya.
Yeah, they do. I'm still waiting. Do you want to do the most toxic of Peter's relationships, then?
Are we gonna agree that it's definitely Black Cat?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That is specifically Spider-Man and Black Cat. That's not Peter.
Oh, yeah, that's not Peter, because she was like, Peter Parker? Who?
Yeah.
I don't give a shit about him.
Sex with a mask on. Like, no. Keep it on during, please. We don't...
Yeah, that was fucked up.
That was harsh. Like, how do you... Not that Peter wasn't a catch, right? Or not that Peter is a catch, because he's kind of all over the place.
Totally, he's just a mess.
Yeah, which is what makes him most, like,
but arguably,
relatable.
he's only only a mess because he is Spider-Man.
I don't know about all that, but sure.
I mean, I don't think it helps.
I think that's just a fundamental. Like, when you're plucking out things to make a superhero, it's either Golden Boy,
or just a mess.
Unreliably, like, confused and, like, flustered always, or seeking revenge. You cover, like, the Captain Americas and the Supermans. You cover the Batman, the Punishers. You cover, like, the Flashes, the Spider-Man, all that.
Yeah.
Or I guess Spider-Man, you get to clone territory, but, like, oh, you can do clone. There's a lot of clones now. X-23 has been around for a while. She was Wolverine for a bit, but I think Logan finally came out of his adamantium cocoon. We're getting off topic.
Yeah, you are.
Black Cat.
Black Cat.
Real toxic.
Worst one.
That's like the definition of does not love you for who you are.
Yeah. It really was. Very much took advantage of that.
That was good. It was interesting to see like a flirtation between good and evil though. And like their team ups.
Yeah.
Until Doc screwed it up by punching out her teeth and arresting her. That was...
Yeah, that whole
little storyline just kind of ruined it forever. But anyway.
Next. A classic.
Wait, pause. Are they best... MJ and Peter, are they best comic couple? If you had to choose one comic couple...
One of the most iconic comic couples.
Well, yeah, they're one of the most iconic. I would say they are the most iconic, because I can't think of anybody that's been in a relationship longer. Or, like, you know what I mean?
The only other, like, iconic couple, but I put on the, like, horrible list.
Like, you go Harley and Joker?
Yes, because they, two are very iconic, and if you don't, like, actually know enough about comics and their relationship and how toxic it is, like, when Suicide Squad came out, and...
People were idolizing.
People were idolizing their relationship and being like, oh, I want to be the Harley to his Joker. It's like, no, man. Like, that is so bad. Like, you should not want to be that. Like, if you actually knew, like, how horrible it was.
Thrown her out a window.
Like, he fucking threw her in a vat of, like, whatever the fuck in that movie. Like, was that not enough for you to be like, yeah, that's not what... That's not what you want. And then he abandoned her in the car whenever it sank into the... lake or ocean or whatever the hell.
You didn't even need to read the comics. Just watch the 1990s.
The animated series?
Yeah, there's plenty of times where he just shoves her off a table or
he
she's
literally, like, backhanded her when she was trying to have, like, a good time.
Yeah.
Like, having a good night. He was like, get out of my face.
Yeah, you know, Joker and Harley, I do agree, is, like, one of the worst perceived. I think it's better now.
Yeah, she's a little more, like...
Now that she's broken
that.
off, yeah.
Yeah, where she's her own, like, thing. It's still kind of there, though. Or at least whenever I was reading the New 52 ones, it was
I meant like
she was better, and it was still there, like, you know, like the want for him.
Well, yeah, because that's like any abusive relationship, right? Yeah. So, but like they've done really well to get her out of that, and like have Ivy be like her touchstone for like what a healthy relationship is, and breaking her off from like all the toxicity. Her and Catwoman actually. Yeah. So. I don't know. I think, like, the whole social view of it is getting slightly better. Like, more and more with time that people... And especially since, like, comics are becoming more and more popular. Where it's like, nope, we don't need that. Like, with Birds of Prey, the movie's called... hold on. It's Birds of Prey and the fabulous... Oh, I'm blanking.
I can't help you with that.
Oh, Harley Quinn. No. Birds of Prey and the fabulous emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Right.
So you have to assume, since Birds of Prey is an all-girl cast, essentially...
That they're like, girl, get out of this relationship. It's so bad. And then they go and do, like, some villainy stuff together.
Villainy stuff to fight a villain?
Yeah, whatever. I mean, that's cool, but, yeah, but, like, out of comic book couples, those two are the most, like, iconic, I would say. But out of like, a healthy relationship.
Peter and MJ?
Yeah.
Are the poster children?
Probably. Because I mean...
You could argue that Sue and Reed Richards are...
Oh, yeah.
They've been married, but Sue did leave him in Civil War.
But, like, same.
Because Reed was kind of a dick.
Hell yeah, he was. So, like, I get you, girl.
Also, like, even in, like, the bad Fantastic Four movies, all of them, not just the one that came out a while ago.
The original 2000s ones.
Yeah. Reed's always, like, so obsessed with his work. Mm-hmm. And, like, completely neglects, like, personal relationships and personal responsibilities. Like, that's also kind of, like...
Yeah.
Not healthy.
I think, Jean Grey and Scott.
Yeah, but then she cheats on him with Cyclops. That's like Lancelot, Arthur, and Guinevere.
I was like, that's kind of iconic too, but like, the X-Men are just all kinds of messy.
Yeah, well, you know, what can you do? There's not Tony and Pepper, maybe? But I feel like that's more movie-oriented.
That's movie.
You didn't know who Tony Stark was before the movie came out. Like, even if you read comics, Tony wasn't a popular... Character.
As much. Yeah, just Cap and Peggy, but like you can argue that they weren't even really a couple to begin with.
Yeah, because that got shattered real quick.
Yeah, and it was more of just like the remembering.
Save me that last dance.
Exactly. So like, meh.
Yeah, no, I'm blanking on couples right now. And like that might bite me in the ass later.
Nightwing.
Oh, yeah, Nightwing and Barbara. Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't say that they're like iconic though, because I feel like not that many people know that.
I think they're more iconic than anything, only because the Bat family is so iconic.
Yeah,
like that's
true.
You say Bat family, and you're like, yes, the Robins, the Nightwing,
the Robins.
There's a lot of them. You know, he goes through Robins like at a ridiculous pace.
The Robins, the Batman, the Batwoman, the Batgirl.
Yeah, so you know what I mean. Like it's probably the healthiest relationship. They have like
I also
their
wrote
own
that
hang-ups.
down at some point, like later down in my list.
I think it's a good representation of what Peter and MJ could have been like had MJ had superpowers.
Yeah,
because like Barbara and Dick are like equals, so it's nice to have that dynamic as opposed to like hiding.
It's like you also like you both know what
you
the hell
yeah, you both
do.
know what it's like.
It's like having the same job. It's like you come home and be like, man, I had a tough day at the office. Be like, yeah, I get you. Because I too do that.
They're the Jim and Pam of comics.
Yes. There we go.
Where it's,
where they get it.
So then, speaking of Jim and Pam.
Jim and Pam.
Not as...
Hell yeah. I also did put Andy and April.
Yeah,
and
I was going to
Leslie
say. So who's better, Andy or April or Jim and Pam?
I don't know. I love them all for so many different reasons.
Andy and April are better. I'm putting my foot down. I'm staking my mountaintop as
okay, well, if you're going to put your foot
Andy
down,
and April.
Then Jim and Pam are clearly better.
Is that because I chose them?
No. Because I think about it. Because if I just want to have a good cry, then I always just watch Niagara Falls Part 2 of The Office and just cry for a good, 20 minutes.
I don't. I understand the concept of a good cry, but I don't understand that long of a cry. Like, seeing dog trailers makes me cry. Yeah. And I'm like, whew, got it out. Feeling refreshed. Feel good. Got my tears out. Like a good little flush.
Sure.
I don't understand the concept of being sad for longer than 5 minutes.
Because sometimes you just need to be sad. Or just
that
sit
makes
in
you
it.
sad?
It doesn't make me sad, but you want a good cry, you're just let me have at it and then just watch it all.
So Andy and April. Yeah. Jim and Pam. And Robin and Ted.
No.
Barney and Ted. Barney and Robin. I stumbled on that.
Yeah, I was like Barney and Ted. I mean,
they're
pretty cool bros.
They had a kid for a moment.
They stole a kid.
Yeah, Hurricane.
Hurricane
Stinson Mosby. Mm-hmm. Or was it Hurricane Mosby Stinson?
Probably Mosby Stinson.
Since he had her the longest.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Ted and Robin were a horrible choice to end the coupling. Just ruined the entire point of the freaking show. They literally showed you the entire series over and over and over again why Ted and Robin did not work as a couple. And did they stick to it? No. They were like, well, now that Ted has had what he wanted from somebody else and she died, go have a little fun.
I mean, I've explained time and time again, it makes sense.
Okay, I don't care.
You know.
Sure.
Everyone reverts back to their type. And Robin's a perfect foil for Ted once he gets what he kind of needs out of Tracy. It's horrible, but, you know, it makes sense.
It's trash, and we're done talking about horrible, stupid TV couples, and on to the better TV couples.
A little explosive there, but sure. Are you going to...
Yeah, no? Just Leslie and Ben, Andy and April, Jim and Pam, even Angela and Dwight.
Angela and Dwight is not a healthy relationship. Do not start with me on that.
No, but I like it better.
You like it better because it makes you laugh, but those are two absolutely horrible people that do not belong together.
Yeah, they made a baby contract.
Yeah. Maybe don't do that ever.
Yeah, definitely don't do that. Unless you're like adoptioning. That's a baby contract you can get behind.
What? Was there... There was never any, like, benefit to their relationship at all, short of just the sex. They cheated on Andy. She hid...
I mean, at first...
She hid the paternity results from Dwight. Like, there's a lot messed up with that. She had them fight. Angela's a terrible person.
She is. But it was more entertaining to watch than Ted and Robin's bullshit.
I don't know about that.
To each his own, fam. To each his own.
That's like two different kinds of toxics. It's like, which is worse? Better? Which is easier for the eyes?
I mean, I guess.
Anyway, so, and then, could you say Chris Traeger and Anne?
I mean, they're not the best.
Why aren't they the best? Not why aren't they the best, because they're not the best, obviously. I understand that.
I think it's more, their relationship is Leo.
Quick apologies, our dog drinks like a horse. Anyway, Ann Perkins, Chris Traeger, not best.
Not best, not worst. They have a more realistic relationship because they really like...
Because they're polar opposites and they have to balance?
Yeah, they each like really work towards being what the other one needs and like compromising
when you say it like
each other.
that, though, it makes Ben and Leslie seem like a bad couple.
They're not a bad couple. Since
Leslie just steamrolls nonstop. And that trait, like, it gets talked about, obviously.
Yeah.
But it never really... It gets addressed, but it never really gets fixed. She continues to kind of just steamroll.
Yeah, but, like, Ben's okay with it.
That doesn't make... Okay,
it's not like he's okay. No. Okay, no. It's not like he's okay with it, but it's, like, one of the aspects that he loves about her.
I guess, but, you know...
So it's, like... And then he does, like, you know how to be like, you're being too much when she's being too much.
So I think maybe not the most realistic, but kind of the most honest relationships, Jim and Pam, Andy and April.
Yeah.
No, actually take it back. Jim and Pam, not honest. Kind of.
Well, you're only talking because of the end season.
No, but that's more realistic than Andy and April is realistic. You cannot keep going in life on living on Frisbees. Eating off Frisbees and not paying bills and whatnot.
Yeah.
Or like, what was it? The Whole of Smells? It was like not first or second season, but whenever his roommate first left out and they got Ben, and it's like, there was like a bag that they just either kept farts in, or they kept farting in a hole outside and they kept covering it up. Mm-hmm. Just weird stuff. Can't do that in real life.
Yeah.
But Andy and April are like wholeheartedly honest with each other about everything.
Yeah.
They got married on Halloween, their first...
No, they didn't.
No. Oh, that was just a party.
Yeah.
Yeah. I assume it's all...
They got married, like 2 months, maybe, after...
Their relationship?
Yeah.
You were struggling for this timeline.
I am. I can't remember.
No,
I'm pretty sure they said.
I just assume that it's Halloween because I keep thinking of Andy in the jersey.
And you just think that means he's dressed up in a Halloween costume?
Yeah, because it's Andy. Like, you know, he doesn't... When does he put that much effort into anything?
Yeah, I guess you're right. No.
And then also he tells What team was it? I don't even fucking remember.
That he was wearing?
Yeah.
The Colts?
Colts, right. He tells the Colts, like, I got married in New Jersey, sir.
Yeah.
So, that's just why it comes to mind, I guess. And April was dressed up, too. Like, when is April ever dressed up?
She's dressed up in a white dress.
That's dressed up for April. Let's be real here.
But do you think if she got married on Halloween, she wouldn't be wearing, like, a vampire outfit?
I think she would do it. I think she would dress up in a white dress, ironically, and said she's, like, the like, ghost of relationships past or something. I don't know.
That's good.
Yeah, see? I know my characters. Better than Jim and Pam.
Anyways.
But you can go on about Jim and Pam now.
They're great and I love them. What do you want from me? They're a good couple. They are iconic. Everybody wants a Jim to their Pam. What more must I say?
Maybe that Pam's a little too passive always.
Sure.
Like always. We're not
talking about character flaws here, Jorge. We're talking about fucking couples.
We're talking, yeah, but like that's what makes like their love, right? Is like she kind of brings up that Jim like bought the house that thing and like did this, and like his argument is like we wouldn't be in places if I didn't do what I did. So it's like interesting to like look at those parts because like if you're gonna talk about relationships and couples, you got to talk about like that, like those aspects, those personality traits of theirs, and like kind of why they make sense and why they balance out. Like the only reason April landed where she did is because Andy would not stop bothering her about like achieving her dreams, and then like obviously loving animals.
Sure. So
you need like those things. Like yeah, arguably Jim and Pam would not be where they were had Jim not done all the things he did. But to counter that, they also wouldn't have had that like crazy season had Jim just like been more considerate.
Yeah,
it's important. You know, you gotta take lessons away from this, and most lessons in love just kind of boil down to communicate, guys.
Always.
But yeah, what else? Do you have anything to say about Jim and Pam aside from they're iconic and you love them?
No, that's really it. That's just what I got, man.
Pam ruined his prank.
Oh my god, because she thought it was funny.
But I will say that probably the best couple prank they did was the Asian Jim.
Oh my god, yes. That was a good one.
That was a favorite. They didn't do like many...
They really committed to that one too.
They didn't do many other couple pranks, did they?
Not really. It was really just Jim and then Pam being like,
The elevator.
Or before they were an actual couple, one of my favorites is when it's whenever Jim's dating Karen Filippelli, and then Pam's trying to get him in on being like, I've been convincing Dwight that he's in the like CIA or whatever. I want to help, and he's like, no.
And it's like destroy phone.
And then at the end, he's like, all right, he has to go to Quantico tonight, and all that stuff. Like I like that one. Also,
what was it? It was while he was not with Filippelli, but when he transferred. Or was it in the later seasons? The
treasure?
Yeah, the treasure.
No, that was later. Okay. When he was in Philly.
Yeah. I was thinking about that. I couldn't remember if that was something he did or early or didn't do. Well, obviously he did it early because it took Dwight like what?
So long.
Too long. But anyway.
Moving on.
Andy and April beat.
Okay, whatever. That's your fucking thing, shot. Moving on to Disney couples.
Disney couples?
Yeah.
All Disney couples are flawed. They all fall in love in like 3 days.
Ellie and Carl.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't come at me like that.
I'd say Pixar couples if you're going to go like that, but
okay,
sure.
Sure. Pixar couples.
Pixar knows how to do stories.
Oh, yeah, they do.
They broke your heart.
Let's talk about that love story. It literally was like a 10-minute thing, and it's the most iconic thing that Disney has ever produced.
Literally breaks your heart in 10 minutes. If you get through that without absolutely... Or not, okay, I won't say absolutely crying. If you get through that without tearing up or like...
You're heartless,
fighting
and you don't believe
tears,
in love.
Yeah.
I'll fight.
My cousin showed me that. Because he was like, you've never seen Up. And I think he only wanted to show me it because of the first 10 minutes.
Because... the movie itself is great, a good adventure, love it. But like the 10 minutes, that's a movie on its own.
He handed me like a box of tissues. He's like, "Hey man, you're gonna need this."
Yeah.
And then I was like, "This is a Disney movie. What are you talking about?" It doesn't look. It looks colorful, bright. Like there's a big bird.
Yeah.
I'm in. What could possibly? And he showed me the trailer too, and I was like, "This looks fun." He's like, "Yeah, just trust me." And then he played it, and I was like, "Pause the movie."
You're like, I need to collect myself.
Yeah, I was like losing it. I was like, "Pause the movie. I need to like breathe for a second. Why would you show me this?"
It was just so sad. Like I remember, I think junior year, our math teacher showed us the movie because he only had like a couple of movies. And we didn't have anything to do. I think it was like towards the end of the year when you really just don't do anything, but like exams haven't happened yet.
So you're just checked out.
You're just wasting time. And he was like, yo, y'all want to watch a movie? And then everyone, for whatever reason, we're like, yeah, it's a great idea. Let's watch Up. And then
the entire class.
And then the entire class was just crying collectively. And we were like, can we stop? And like that like first sequence happened and then nobody paid attention the rest of the movie because we were all just sad and crying.
See, you say everybody wants a Jim. I think I don't know if everybody wants like an Ellie or a Carl, but like
everyone wants that love.
They achieved the dream in a way that was best for them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, sure, they didn't go to South America, but you know what they did do? They worked at the zoo together. He sold balloons? Mm-hmm. He sold balloons, and she took care of the birds. Because I think if Carl tried to do anything with the animals, he'd absolutely get obliterated.
Me. But yeah, it's just, it's so good. It's just so lovely. And it's like, that's what everybody wants. Well, most everybody. Not everybody, likes love. But
not everybody likes love.
Yeah. But, like, you know, everyone just wants that one person. And it's just, like, it's extra touching because they did know each other at such a young age, and like you don't get the whole like backstory of like, you know,
you don't see the friendship or like develop and stuff like that, but
you know that they were just friends and it eventually developed
obviously
into like
she gave him the pin,
so like it,
or the Ellie badge, sorry,
it like evolved into a romantic relationship, and that's what everybody wants. Everyone just wants a friend
you have to say
that you fall in love with.
You have to say the line.
What?
That's the dream.
That's
Ted.
The dream.
The one and only dream. But yeah, no.
The one and only dream.
I agree with you. Breaks your heart. You hate to see it. But it did do a lot for like setting up love stories. Because Pixar it's not that they had done love stories before that were tragic. They kind of went into the Disney trope of just killing off at least one parent pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Like Finding Nemo. Mm-hmm. Marlin's like, look, we got the view, we got the babies, the view, and then what happens? Barracuda.
Just ruining everything.
Yeah, so has Pixar killed any other parents? I'm blanking if they have. They didn't, I'm doing like Toy Story, Bug's Life, WALL-E, no parents in WALL-E.
Yeah, it's all robots. Oh, but WALL-E.
WALL-E, other iconic love duo, but we'll touch on that in a second. Can robots love? Did WALL-E love Eve?
WALL-E loved? What the hell are you talking about? Don't try to come at me and tell me that
Eve didn't love?
Yes, she did at the end.
Even
she realized
you and I
she got it.
Probably most likely resemble Eve and WALL-E.
Yeah. You're
cold. You're distant.
I'm just here to do my job.
But me and my roach finally broke through that cold, clean exterior. Into that little...
Oh, yeah. WALL-E learned to love.
WALL-E didn't learn... Well, did he learn to love?
Yes! Because he was on his own.
Yeah, but he watched the planet, film.
And he watched the film. He understood. Yeah, and he understood what, like, love is.
But then he knew what love was. Or at least by the time we got to know him, he knew what love was.
Yeah,
right?
He did. And then he was like...
Like, then he met Eve.
Don't tell me that there wasn't an attraction there, because he literally, like, strung her along whenever she finally found the plant and was like,
he took her everywhere.
Yeah, exactly. Aww. He knew what love is.
That devotion, though. But what other... That's it, right?
And Eva going, WALL-E.
Yeah.
Love.
He died for a second, right?
Yeah.
Ooh, heartbreaking.
Love.
Love brings back. Okay, Dumbledore, take a chill pill.
He knew. He understood.
Yeah, Pixar has some iconic loves then.
Yeah, it does, I guess.
That's strange.
Besides,
killed off parent Coco. But like, You didn't know that till the end. Spoilers.
What?
Coco. Oh! Mr. Incredible and sorry.
Elastigirl?
It's a habit because of, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I got you. But she's her own being, man.
Yeah, I recall the interview from the first movie. Thank you.
Just, like, leave the saving to the men? I don't think so. Same, girl. Same.
Yeah. I'm still not big on The Incredibles.
I love The Incredibles, honestly.
Just because
amazing.
Just because it was like, we did one movie, and now let's completely reverse it.
What do you mean reverse it?
They reversed the roles. Literally, they were like, we got to do this as a family. And then what happens? They're like, no, we just want Elastigirl.
Yeah, because
you're
going to take the kids to jail. You're going to put your kids in harm's way.
Violet turns invisible and Dash has, like, crazy speed.
You don't think they
and Jack, literally, you could not jail that child.
You could not. But, like, that also means that they can't keep an eye on him and know where the hell he's going.
You just hear like, the poltergeist.
Did you watch that short?
Which
about,
one?
Edna's night with Jack?
No.
They released a short and was like, this is what... Because everyone was like, wonder what their night was like. Like, how did she deal with that? Because she was like, ugh, a baby. But then she's like, oh my God.
But then she was like, oh my God.
And then they were like...
No, oh my God, a challenge.
Exactly. And then whenever Mr. Incredible came back, it was like they were best friends. So they released a short. I haven't watched it yet.
We gotta watch that.
We got it. Anyways, yes. I love it. I think I like it more because it is also realistic. Especially in Incredibles 2. With Mr. Incredible being like, why am I not the one they wanted?
That was good in that, like, you touch on trying to be equal so often that when it does feel not that, when it feels like unbalanced. Our dog really wants to go play with our niece right now. So sorry about that. Cleo. You made me lose my train of thought. It's fine. Whatever. Unbalanced. Yeah. You really, most of the time you focus on how that creates conflict. You never really focus on how you can try and resolve that on your own.
Yeah.
And Mr. Incredible does do a good job. Or as good a job as he can.
Yeah.
Trying to fix all his mistakes. Like Violet's almost boyfriend.
Yeah.
How he has his memory erased.
Where he was just like, I thought I was helping, but it was like, you were helping, man.
Oh my God, but that scene where the water comes out her nose, ugh, so nasty. I love it.
It's just a good one. Like, was it worth the wait for 12 years?
No.
Yes.
No, it was. Hold up. It was not worth 12 years of waiting. If they were in college or, like, they were, like, the new heroes, like, next gen, I'd have been like, yes.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But, like, I liked seeing the immediate after because they were still outlawed, you know?
The immediate after 12 years later, lady.
Listen. They didn't do it in a timely manner, but, like, I'm glad that they did it at all.
I guess. You do remember saying you don't like cash grabs, right?
Can you, like, just stop reminding me of things I say?
No, that's what I'm here for. When in doubt, always cover your big dog with a blanket.
A big-ass blanket.
And then she should, 9 times out of 10, relax. I think she was cold. I think that was the problem.
Probably was. Cleo's a giant. She's not giant, but she's like a pit bull mix. So you think that she would be...
She's a staffy.
Yes, you think she would be, fine.
Always.
But she's literally so needy, and she loves cuddles, and that's why she's always crying, because we're not in bed cuddling with her. When she thinks we should be.
But you put that blanket on her, and she can kind of trick herself into, like...
The cuddles.
They're here.
It's like a...
That's sad.
It's like a Lily with her marsh pillow.
Yeah. Why didn't we talk about Lily and Marshall? You know what? No. I have hang-ups about that. I'm going to tear that relationship apart.
Oh my God. Why do you not like any... You don't like any couples.
Look, I'm not here to point out the bad aspects, but there are certain couples that I think...
Literally, the worst aspect of Lily and Marshall... was when Lily left.
No. How many times did Lily try and leave?
What do you mean how many times? She left one time.
No, she left one time. But how many times did she try?
Like 2.
3.
Including that one. When was the third? Huh?
Wasn't the third? My dude? Wasn't the third when she was like, I'm going to go to Spain? Or whatever.
That's the second time.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Those are the only times in the entire series.
Still. Oof. Abandonment.
Don't
Abandonment.
Don't
Harsh. Just saying.
You're
like
harsh.
yeah,
Just saying.
And also the score. There's a lot going on towards the end of that. Anyway, what else we got?
We got iconic Disney couple, Mickey and Minnie Mouse.
Oh my god.
What?
How are we going to talk about Mickey and Minnie Mouse?
I don't know, but I
can't think of like
wrote it down.
Ooh, actually, the most touching Mickey and Minnie scene I can think of.
Was it in the Christmas movie?
When he sold his harmonica?
And then she stole her necklace?
Yeah. Okay, yeah.
I watched that one day when I was home from work during Christmas.
Did you cry?
Yes.
Oh my god.
I cried so hard. I literally was like, I don't remember this movie being so touching, but like, why am I crying right now?
Yeah, I remember that. That's like the most iconic thing I can remember because that was like so touching.
It's just so sweet. But also, I'm very confused because
the timeline of like
because I realized, I think I told you I realized like a month ago that their last names are both Mouse, not because they are mice, but because they're married. Right?
I would assume so, yeah.
Yes. I don't remember how I came to that conclusion, but take it as law.
Okay.
But in like any Mickey like movie or any like like older cartoons from when we were little or anything that shows like all of them, they're living in separate houses.
Yeah.
So they're like, are they married or not? I'm confused.
They have to be, don't they? Well,
but then why aren't they living together? Is that it? Is it because they don't want to show a sin?
I don't know that's how that works. But, I mean, that's a good question, because you see the Berenstain Bears together. What shows do you see? You see a lot of shows with, like, parents. Well, I think that's the thing, right? Because if
they don't have kids?
Yeah, they don't have kids, but you always see parents in the same bed whenever it's a kid show.
Because you're like, you know that your mom and dad sleep in the same bed.
Yeah, but with Mickey and Minnie, because they don't have kids, at least not to my knowledge.
They don't.
Have they ever had kids?
Just Pluto.
Pluto is Mickey's best friend. Anyway, doesn't count as a child. Yeah, no. Doesn't Mickey have like nephews or something?
No, that's Donald.
I know Donald has Huey, Louie, and Dewey.
But even with Donald and Daisy, they also live in separate houses.
Yeah, but there's never been established that they're married.
They're also Donald and Daisy Duck.
They're both ducks.
So you think all of the ducks?
Max's last name is Goof.
What does that have to do with anything?
Where's his mom?
He's not a goof. She died, Jorge.
Was that in the movie?
Yes! that's established. Goofy is a single father.
Yeah, I got that, but like, it didn't occur to me that the mom died.
It's in the first one. We don't watch that one as much.
Is that the one where they go camping?
Yeah.
Okay, that's why.
Yeah, we watched the one where Max goes to college.
Oh, he X Games.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Okay. Wow, that blows my mind.
Also, why do you say Max's last name is Goof? Goof isn't like your argument.
It's Goof.
No, I know, but your argument was that Donald and Daisy last name is Duck because they are ducks, and then you
Goofy
said
is a Goofy. He's not a dog.
He's not. That's not it. No.
He is a Goofy. He is.
No.
What's his first name?
His name is Goofy Goof.
Yeah. How much you want to bet?
No, because Goofy and his what's his neighbor, that like really mean guy?
I know Pete.
Pete.
Or was that no? That's Max's friend.
No, you're right. It's like Stinky Pete or something.
Okay.
No.
Sure. Stinky Pete.
No.
Nope. Locked in.
No, it's not Stinky Pete. But you're right. His name is Pete.
No.
But he's the same. He is the same animal or whatever
race.
Sure, that Goofy is.
Yeah.
But his last name isn't Goof.
Okay, I have a good argument. You're right. Maybe that wasn't the best.
Yeah.
But Mortimer Mouse, the sleazy mouse that's always trying to take Minnie away from Mickey, his last name is Mouse. Why? Because he's a mouse.
What? Maybe he's like Mickey's cousin or something.
He most certainly is not.
How do you know?
There's too big of a height difference there.
What does that have to do with anything?
Biology.
Have you seen you
Genetic?
and your cousin?
Yeah, but...
He's totally taller than you.
Yeah, but that he gets it from his dad.
Okay.
So, and Mickey
it's
doesn't...
the same concept!
Mickey doesn't have siblings. You said his cousin.
That doesn't relate to cousin.
Wait, no, yeah, you're right.
I was like, why did you bring that? You say he was
Okay, I just blanked for a moment. Have we met Mickey's parents?
No.
There you go. His parents are dead. So
You don't know that.
They probably are.
His
Mickey's
dad
getting up there in age.
is
He's
Walt
90.
Disney.
Okay.
See, and you said that we wouldn't have anything to talk about with Mickey and Minnie.
Okay, clearly there's conspiracy. There's fraud. There's a whole lot of last names that don't make sense. What's Pluto's last name?
There is love.
Is Pluto Mouse?
No, Pluto is just Pluto. He's a dog. He's a pet. He's Pluto.
That's derogatory.
He's a pet.
That's rude. How dare you?
And Goofy's a dog too.
Goofy's not a dog.
Yes, he is.
He's just...
I'm Googling it.
What we imagine a dog in that universe, a human dog in that universe would look like. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's like... I think it's one of the questions that Disney just actively avoids.
Look, I got the answer. I googled what animal is Goofy. It says Goofy is a funny animal cartoon character created in 1932 at Walt Disney Productions. Goofy is a tall
anthropomorphic?
Yes, thank you. Dog with a southern drawl.
What's his last name? Yeah.
Hold on. Why does someone ask what animal is Pluto? He's clearly a dog. I'm very confused.
Because if Goofy's a dog and Pluto's a dog, but neither of them...
This is... Okay. Shh.
Nothing?
Sorry.
You have to burp?
I burped.
Okay. What do you got? What's Wikipedia got?
George Jeef or G.G. Jeef.
What?
That's what it says.
What?
That in his 1950s cartoons, he played a character.
Well, if he's playing a character, then he's not...
He was...
Goofy.
Stop it.
I think Goofy Goof is the definitive last name, Daisy. Because if you can't find anything...
Well, it says Goof Family.
Boom! Goof Family. Goofy.
But it does say spouse, Miss Geef.
Hold up. What? Miss Geef.
Yeah. But Max's last name is Max Goof.
Well, yeah, because he's...
Grandma Goofy. Gilbert Goof, his nephew. Arizona Goof, cousin.
What?
He was originally known as Dippy Dog. So Goofy is a dog, but his last name is Goof.
In conclusion,
nowhere on the internet seems to have Goofy's like legitimate name. So I think we
legitimate name.
Yeah.
Even the college one. How do you enroll to college?
Oh man, you're right.
I know I'm right.
I don't have time to really watch that movie right now, though. I did just recently watch it, though. It was on Netflix.
Are they both on Netflix?
No, it's only the second one. That's why I watched it, because I want to watch the first one.
Because it's more iconic. Let's face it.
It is. At least the one that I remember. But I think we decided that Goofy's name is Goofus.
Goof?
Goofus G Goof. Probably.
Triple G.
Yeah. That's what it said.
Okay, so Goofus G Goof? I wonder what the middle G stands for.
I don't know, but he goes by Goofy, whatever, it's fine.
So...
And he is a dog.
How did we even get to that?
I don't remember.
Oh, how do they, like, why don't they live together?
Because the names. Yeah, why don't Mickey, Minnie, whatever. They're married. I don't care. They love each other and it's great.
They're married, no kids, can't sleep in the same bedroom, according to Disney, apparently.
Yes.
What a weird concept.
It is.
Is there anybody else you have for iconic couples? Or did you end with Mickey and Minnie?
Yeah.
I'm kind of hurt and ashamed. The most iconic. Just kidding. Maybe not the most iconic. Han and Leia?
I thought about it.
You thought about it?
But, like...
Did they not qualify?
The Force Awakens kind of ruined it for me.
The Force Awakens ruined it. Yet we talked about so many other bad relationships.
Yeah.
Make no sense.
You don't make sense.
So why did they not qualify for your list? In detail, I guess. You said The Force Awakens. Is it because they divorced or, like, they separated?
Yeah.
I have so many... What?
You can't be an iconic couple if you don't stay together.
Okay, hold up. Yes, you can.
No.
What do you mean, no?
No.
I'm not understanding your no.
I don't understand what you don't understand.
The I love you. I know the Forest Moon of Endor.
What?
Romance. All that. Just down the drain. They had a kid. And sure, he was evil, but like, whatever.
Yeah.
And you're just, no.
Yeah.
No, Daisy, they're like one of the best sci-fi couples.
How many sci-fi couples are there?
There's a lot of sci-fi couples.
I don't do that much sci-fi. Yes, I did think about it, but then I was like, I don't know how I feel about this anymore.
Because of the new generation of Star Wars?
No, not even that, but like even in the originals, like besides the icon, it's literally like, I hate you. You're annoying.
What did Tom tell Anne?
And then the next thing, it's like,
I love you.
Yeah.
What did Tom?
Like, when did that happen?
What did Tom tell Anne? The line between love and hate is a very close, fine one. Bam. And also, I seem to remember you punching the hell out of me in 8th grade nonstop.
Okay, Anne, that's your fault. You like abusive people.
No, but what's that say about you? No, but the point is, like, you know, things happen, and that weird line between, like, you're stupid turns into I love you, and that's just how it happens. Like, you can't describe it better because literally Leia...
It just, like, happened so, like, unceremoniously.
As opposed to what?
I don't know.
Ron and Hermione?
Oh, don't you come at me with that.
Jenny and Harry?
I can agree that wasn't the best pairing. Honestly, I also wrote down Harry and Hermione because, like, I think they were the better couple, and, like, you know, that's how it should have happened, but, like, I didn't really want to get into it.
Yeah, then I don't think we'd argue because I think everyone kind of silently agrees with that.
Yeah.
But, no. Like, Ron, you want to talk unceremoniously, Ron and Hermione unceremoniously get together. Han and Leia, there's a long-standing development. In Empire...
How are you going to say that there isn't a long-standing development
Empire, like, half the movie...
Hermione and Ron, are you kidding me? Like, literally from the beginning, it's, like, nothing but, like, a build-up and lead to that happening.
The beginning, it's nothing but literally JK said it was going to be Harry. So, no, you cannot...
No, you get little, like, sprinkles of it all over the place. Don't fucking come at me. Read those books again and then come at me. Read the books again and come at me.
Ron was absolutely tired of Hermione in the first book. I don't know what you're talking about.
No. Reread the books and then come at me.
Nope, you're wrong.
You're wrong.
If the author states this is what originally was planned, and then I changed it
because she was gonna kill Ron,
and she should have.
That's rude.
I'm down with it. You want to talk about expendable? He should have been taken out. You know who's not expendable? Han.
He's not expendable. I'm gonna fight you for real. You're doing this right before Valentine's Day?
So much for building Legos.
Yeah.
Anyway. But no, all of Empire is spent, like, for them, a good chunk of that is them developing that relationship. Like, yes, you can agree that, like, A New Hope, or Star Wars, if that's how you prefer to take it, it was just, it's kind of just actually just like a throwaway line where Han's teasing Luke for, like, crushing on her.
Yeah.
He's just like, you ever think a girl like her and a guy like me? And Luke's just like, no. And walks away.
Yeah.
But, like, Empire is a lot of that, where it's like, he's riling her up and, like, you know, saying she needs more scoundrels in her life, and then they kiss, and, like, there's a good chunk dedicated to him taking care of her, if not slightly aggressive about it. That turns into the love that they share, I guess. Or
sure, but, like, even with the, like, love or feelings or whatever that he had towards her, he still, like, was like,
What?
Like, after, the Death Star, he was like, yeah, I'm out. And then
after... The Death Star?
Yeah.
Oh, Endor.
No. The first one. The first Death Star.
Yeah, you gotta specify Death Stars. There's 3 of them now.
Yeah, he was like, no, I'm out. And then he didn't.
Yeah.
And then after Hoth, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna be out. And he didn't.
A bounty hunter came for him on Ord Mantell, Daisy. All right? Like, there's a reason.
I'm just saying. He like, knew that this, like, if you're gonna talk, like, character flaws with these couples, talk about that character flaw. He knew how important, like, all of this, like, resistance stuff was to Leia, and, like, political activism in the galaxy, and how she's all for it, and all the, and, like, seeing her planet being blown up. It's kind of, close to home.
Post or OT, or still in OT?
Still in OT.
Okay.
And he was still like, yeah, I'm gonna leave. This isn't my fight.
I'm gonna, unpopular opinion, put that on Leia more than on Han. Because Leia's kind of dogmatic in her thinking.
Okay. And
Han isn't. Han, like, as we see in, like, Solo and stuff like that, Han does have a heart of gold, and he does care for the people around him. But being, like, that's also why he didn't want to stay in the Empire. It's like, he couldn't conform. And Leia expected that sort of conformity. Like, she even got tired of... I hate when we go into extended canon, because I feel like it gets real deep nerd. But, like... How do I word it? Luke... She gets tired of Luke for always chasing Jedi stuff in some occasions in extended canon. Mm-hmm. Even though he's essentially, like... It's not the reason he joined the rebellion... But realistically, I think if she were to not be pissed off at him for trying to learn the ways of the Jedi, it could shift the tide, realistically. Because most of Luke's fame is just symbolic. It's not because he has crazy skill, except for, like, piloting, because, his dad. Mm-hmm. But if he had, Jedi'd out prior to Empire... might have changed how things went on Hoth, might have changed how Han didn't get captured. There's a lot you could argue. And, Han sees that. He's like, this isn't me. This isn't, like, my fight, because to her, it's just black and white. To Han, it's like, these are people, man. You gotta care about them. And Leia never really understands that.
I guess I get that.
I don't know. But I could understand why the new trilogy might say... or might point otherwise. But in my opinion, the love never dies, right? Because they get back together. Or they don't get back together, but they meet again. And it's just like the relationships are right back where it is. Or right back where we first saw it. Yeah. Where it's, don't say you helped me on the Death Star. I always hated watching you leave. And he's like, well, that's why I did it. Mm-hmm. Like, it sounds stupid, but that's some shit my grandpa says to my grandma.
Yeah, I believe that.
Because it's just like stupid, like, ha, wink. Mm-hmm. And you can't help but be like, you're stupid, but I love you.
Yeah. I guess.
Iconic.
Yeah.
Any other couples come to mind? That was the one that I was like, if she doesn't bring this up, like, it has to be talked about.
I'll bring it up. No.
When are we going to see that, I don't want to talk about it because you never finished. But, Ed Elric and Winry. Mm-hmm. I don't know, like, iconic couples, but I love Full Metal Alchemist, and when he, like, proposed to her, that was, like, probably, like, one of my favorite moments.
Oh my god.
Because...
But you give me shit.
He's just like, the law of equivalent exchange is whatever, and he's like, I'll give you half my life if you give me half of yours. And that was the proposal. That was just great. Like, it was so funny to me. I couldn't stop laughing. Mm-hmm. You waited, like, literally so long to see it, and when it finally pays off, you're like, yes. And they have such adorable little kids. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's talk about potential future relationship. Just one. Uraraka and Deku.
Yes.
Thoughts? Will we see it first and foremost?
I don't know. That's a good question. Because, like, Deku has a lot of other things going on, but I don't really think romance is, like, at the top of his list, because he gets really flustered anytime any girls, specifically me, is really is really close to him.
I don't think that's Deku's fault. I think that's That's May's fault for not really having a sense of personal boundaries.
Yeah, and just kind of being like, ooh.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
That's a good impersonation, too.
Thank you.
But yeah, Uraraka and Deku, is that a good example of love? Or like a potential blossoming relationship?
I think so, because
he pushes her.
You really only see it from Uraraka's perspective because, you know, like I said, Deku has a lot of things going on. He doesn't really have the like time to focus on anything romantically.
Yeah, maybe not busting your arms to the point of non-use.
Exactly, and having to learn how to use your legs instead. But from what we've seen and read, like, it's all her perspective, but I think it is good because she, like, uses him as, like, a reason to be better, because she's like, well, if I want to be with him, I have to be on that level. Like, I can't accept anything less, because he wouldn't accept anything less.
That makes it sound like he wouldn't accept her.
No, I mean...
I know what you mean, but that's just, like, the
yeah, like, I guess how it sounds kind of bad. But, like, that's, like, it's good for her because she's reaching, like, her full potential. Like, her battle with Bakugo, like, she didn't want Deku's help. She was like, I had to do this on my own.
To be like him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To figure my own stuff out. Because she's like, I can't rely on him all the time, but, like, I want to be able to have those, like, skills that he has.
It's good also because there's, like, a I don't want to be saved aspect of it. Yeah. I want to save as well.
Yeah. It's like I can't always be on the sidelines and waiting for him to be able to, like, do.
As somebody that, like, not that I had anything against how Elastigirl worded it, but it's not as aggressive either, which I think is kind of cool. Mm-hmm. Where it's, equality doesn't have to be, like...
push another one down?
Yeah, it can just be, like, fight my way to be equal. Mm-hmm. And then, like, we build each other. Mm-hmm. I've seen some ships where it's like Bakugo and Uraraka.
I don't like that. I've seen it too, and I'm not with it.
Urarako?
I don't think I
Bakuchako.
Can see any.
That's funny.
But I do like Sue and what's his name? Dark Shadow guy.
Tokoyami?
Yeah.
I don't know how. I feel like people are only pairing that because it's animals.
I don't know, but I've seen that and I like it.
Yeah, Rozu and Todoroki. I've seen that.
No, not with it.
Why?
It just doesn't make sense to me. Or not only doesn't make sense, but I just don't see it.
I don't think there's anything beneficial in that relationship, realistically.
Yeah.
Because of, what's it called? Not that Todoroki, in my opinion, is bad in any way, shape, or form, but he has a lot emotionally going on. Mm-hmm. And then I don't see, like, kind of like how you can see...
Or even, like, Sue with Todoroki, I've seen that, and I'm like, okay, that's okay.
Because he would need, like, that emotional support.
Yeah, and, like, calm.
Yeah, and not that Yorozu can't do that.
But she also gets really flustered really easily.
Yeah. So, that's out.
Yeah.
Weird.
Mm-hmm. Sue's just a good person for everybody.
Yeah, she's just so supportive. That was, like, the whole point of her, the final exam? Mm-hmm. Can't wait to see how many more levels of frog she grows.
Ugh, I love her so much. Best girl.
Ochako's best girl. How dare you?
Sue's best girl.
We'll fight. Oh, a Crunchyroll was doing a vote on that. I can't remember.
On best girl?
Yeah. It was literally best girl. That was the title of, like, the award. I wonder if those are done yet. I saw it, like, last month, so they should be.
Probably. Well, maybe we can find out.
But anyway, our next video will for sure be horror, especially with tomorrow being Valentine's Day, and if we do end up doing that double feature, we'll have reviews for The Prodigy and Happy Death Day to You.
Oh, yeah.
Really looking forward to that. Kind of more than The Prodigy.
Lego movie at some point.
Because everything is awesome. Everything is not awesome.
Everything is awesome.
We're going to get copyrighted. Anyway, thank you guys for listening. Hoping you're having a solid Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day. And to all the singles, buy yourself some chocolates.
Buy yourself some chocolates?
Yeah.
Are they going to go with wine
chocolates.
Or something? Ooh.
Not everybody can drink, right?
Discount chocolate. Discount Dove. I'm there.
Okay.
Anyway, thank you guys for listening. We'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.